is already 12 at PM, so many of you have shown hunger face. So we are going to have a very clear, simple, and sweet discussion related to disease. So before that, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Hafiqzuddin bin Sha'Ari, and you can call me Mr. Hafiq. Okay, so we are going to talk about disease. So focus on the slide, not on the stomach. Okay, so just body up your spirit because already 10 PM. So first of all, any of you have any idea what is pertussis or known as whooping cough, or in bahasa Malaysia we know as batuk kokoi?
Yeah, it's a coughing problem.
Okay, so Bulan said that 100 days of cough. Anything besides that? Frequent cough for Shamira. Okay, involved in children and kids for army. So thank you for 3 of you. So okay, we are going to see the learning objective for today. Then we're going to talk about pertussis later. So at the end of the session, the student able to define pertussis. Next, state the number of cases of pertussis. Next, state the causes. Explain the pathophysiology, state the clinical feature, state the complication, state the treatment and prevention, and last but not least, appreciation of the knowledge of pertussis in nursing practice. So we're going to go for the first learning objective, that is definition of pertussis. So definition of pertussis is an acute infection disease that caused by Bordetella pertussis. So together with me, can you say Bordetella pertussis? 1, 2, 3.
Bordetella pertussis.
Okay, good. That we're going to attack the respiratory system, and also normally common in children and can cause mortality based on Center for Disease Control and Prevention 2017. So we can see that Bordetella pertussis can cause mortality to children that can cause pertussis or whooping cough. So we can see that this infection is not something like easy things or we can take simples. Okay, so we're going to go for the second learning objective, that is number of cases for pertussis. So from Nohayati Rusli 2012 state that pertussis is a highly contagious acute bacterial infection that affect the respiratory system. Okay, so nowadays, based on her research, at least 20 million cases were recorded worldwide, and 90% of the cases are in developing countries, including us, Malaysia, because we are also developing countries. So with 200,000 to 300,000 of fatality each year. So what do you think about this number of cases based on your point of view? Anyone?
Increase.
Yes, Ali?
The number is increased by year.
Okay, increasing by year. Okay, next. Okay, so we can see that this pertussis actually can cause reducing in human population that can affect our future. Okay, so it's not an easy or simple disease. So we're going to look on the third objective learning, that is etiology. Okay, so as we know, the causes of pertussis is Bordetella pertussis. So any of you, so we are going to trigger your microbiology right now. So any of you have investigate or have found what is Bordetella pertussis? Is it?
No.
Okay, no. So you're going to see. So Bordetella pertussis is gram-negative bacteria, as we learned in microorganism. This is aerobic that require oxygen to live. It's pathogenic that can cause disease to human and spread by airborne, that is by particle of water droplets in our system, our body. So based on the research, let's say that human is the only reservoir for the Bordetella pertussis. So we can conclude that only human can get pertussis. The cat, dog, or animals do not have any possibility to get it. If they get it, they just being reservoir, not the main reservoir. We already learned in microbiology and parasitology. Okay. Okay, next. Okay, so we're going to see pathophysiology of pertussis. So this is going to trigger your pathology. As for yesterday, any of you have taken pathology? Okay, so basically, pertussis, the journey start at the lung. Okay, I will say the journey because it's like a flow. So the bacteria will attach to cilia of respiratory epithelial cell. There is cell at our respiratory system, as you know. Then because of that, the bordetella pertussis will release toxin and paralyze the cilia. Because then we are going to have our soldier in our body, that is our immune system, that can cause inflammation at the respiratory tract and increase circulation of mucus and disturb the theory of hallucination. So increase the circulation of mucus is due to our inflammatory effect and our epithelial cell, because at respiratory system we have our goblet cell that can produce mucus. Okay, therefore that will be increased the frequency of cough. So that's why Bulan said that pertussis is 100 days of cough, because due to inclearance of pulmonary circulation that we cause cough to the children. So any of you have a question related to pathophysiology? Okay, good. So we're going to continue. So clinical features. So for clinical features, we are going to see 3 different stages. For pertussis, the first stage is when the patient start to get the early sign symptom that can get. So first of all is insidious onset of carosa, that is runny nose, sneezing, low grade of fever, mild occasional cough. So and the duration is normally 1 to 2 weeks. So normally the parents will think that this is a normal cough, not related to pertussis. So this can, if there is no early treatment be taken, the sign system will be the baby or the children will going to have a severe sign symptom. Okay, next is paroxysmal stage, and this is when the incubation period has already occurred, and also when the community or colony of the bordetella pertussis already appear in our lungs or in children's lungs. So due to that, numerous rapid cough, difficulty in expelling mucus. So we are going to see how exactly the children will appear after this. So height which whoop, you are going to hear. Cyanotic become blue due to ineffective clearance of the oxygen. So the baby will have low oxygen saturation and become blue. Vomiting and exhaustion due to cough too much, because the GIT of the baby is short. So there are going to be reflux in the stomach and cause vomiting. Exhaustion due to low oxygen. Also cough also require so many energy in baby. Maybe even though us as an adult we feel tired, just cough too much. Okay, next, active frequency at night, average 50 attack per 24 hours. Can you imagine 24 hours 50 attack? Like seriously, so tired. The baby, how many calories they get just from the breast milk? Okay, so the duration between 1 to 6 weeks, up to 10 weeks if no treatment can be offered. So we are going to see. Okay. Next is convalescent stage, or if the treatment is being taken, so how the pertussis are going to be disappear. So first of all, the cough became less proximal and relief in 2 to 3 weeks. So it's not going to be you taking the medication and suddenly the cough is relieved. So it's going to take time. But because of the time, the baby may also get secondary respiratory infection after the onset of pertussis. So we're going to see how exactly the whooping sound. Okay, so this is the baby.
Oh, wait. You okay, buddy?
Okay, so for audience, so what do you think about this baby?
Coughing for a long time.
Okay, very tired. And then we can see that the baby actually gasping for air, like
Yes.
even though you guys when this is the children, even we as adult having cough, we like if you have severe cough, like, and also asthmatic. So and then we can see the high pitch whoop. We can see that the can hear the sound.
Whooping sound.
And due to high frequency of whooping, we can see that if no treatment being taken, the baby may be cyanosis and other complications may occur. So we are going to see what is the complication of pertussis. So if the baby get the pertussis or the children. So the most common thing is secondary bacterial pneumonia or secondary bacterial infection. So when the baby get pertussis, so the immune system are going to be low because they are going to focus on the respiratory tract. So other bacteria such as Staphylococcus aureus easily get to the baby. Next is the other thing is less common, but there are among common complications of pertussis like neurological complication because of due to low oxygen, impairment of gas exchange, otitis media, inflammation of the middle ear due to because our nose and children nose and ear is endotracheal is shorter. So we already learned that how it's going to affect the ENT. So anorexia, that is eating disorder, anorexia. So because they always go so low on intake on food, dehydration, same with the anorexia. This is water, this is food. Pneumothorax, impairment abnormal collection of air, epilepsy, nose bleeding, subdural hematoma, and hernia. So this is for children. But if the adult haven't taken any vaccination or does not experience pertussis, they may, based on the research, they have possibility to get pertussis in adult also. It's just like you don't have any soldier that recognize the pertussis in your body. Okay, so first in the mechanism is sleeping because of long period of coughing. Urinary incontinence because when you cough, you're going to give pressure in your body. So our bladder will suddenly involuntarily spit out some of the urine. Pneumonia because it's a respiratory tract, and reflection due to mass pressure on the lung. So do you understand what the complication for the children and adult? Okay, good. So this is among the treatment for pertussis based on the HEROES 2012 in Malaysia. We are going to take antibiotic treatment, that is erythromycin, erythromycin, and azithromycin. So if the patient have any complication like low oxygen, so we are going to give oxygen help. So based on the condition of the patient. So normally just antibiotic to relieve the symptom for 2 to 3 weeks. Okay. So the most important that we can do for our children and for our better generation, that is by prevention. So as we can see that we already have a good systematic vaccination program for our children. But nowadays there are some population known as anti-vaccine parents against the vaccination. I don't know if any of you are anti-vaccine or not, but we just want the best future for our children. So we can see that these three are for vaccination for pertussis, that is DTAP. They are combination of three vaccination, and one is pertussis. So there are going to be 3 doses, starting for second month, third month, and fifth month, and continue on the active one on the booster. So we can see that we just provide the vaccination to baby. It's not say that the baby are not going to have pertussis at all, but we can do prevention. So the risk of getting pertussis is low compared to doesn't take any vaccination at all. So for anti-vaccine parent, we afraid that the children will get effect due to the parents' action. The parents may think that I already get vaccination, but I don't get anything. So I don't get any disease related to the disease. So why my children should have? They think that our world is so safe, but inside our world we don't know what actually are going to be the microorganism, the parasitology, and all. So we just do the best for our children. Then prevention, the one of prevention is vaccination. Okay, so that's for prevention. So as a conclusion, pertussis is one of the disease that being neglected nowadays in our society, because they already normally being confused between normal cough and pertussis, because they think that the children just having a normal cough, so it's going to be nothing. But we afraid that the baby are going to have pertussis. So by vaccination we can prevent the pertussis. We just can prevent, but we don't know. But they also have a possibility of risk to get. So we just do the best for our future and have for our future, better generation for our future. So that's all for me. Thank you. Any question?
Okay.
Okay, so many hungry face. Okay, yes, Cynthia.
Can I ask what is the difference between pertussis and PTB?
Okay, for the most obvious, we can see that is the causes of the disease. PTB is pneumonia tuberculosis that is caused by
Mycobacterium tuberculosis.
And for pertussis is from Bordetella pertussis. So the thing is, when both of these sign and symptom show the same sign and symptom, but for pertussis normally common in children. But we cannot say that maybe the children can get PTB. They also are the risk of getting it. So the only thing that we can do is by sputum CNS to show what is the factor, and we can do treatment based on that. Okay, thank you. Is it answer the question? Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for the question. Okay, next question. Yes, Jorina.
How anorexia can be related to pertussis?
Anorexia. Okay, anorexia is eating disorder. So when the children having pertussis, we can say that they overcough. So when they overcough, some baby will show aggressiveness, and they don't want to eat, because it also can related with dehydration. When they cough, they don't drink. So when that cause, so there is going to be weight loss, and that's why anorexia is actually related to pertussis. Okay, thank you. Easy. Thank you for the question. Okay, next question. Okay, Ilya.
Okay, what happens if the baby didn't get any treatment of to treat this pertussis?
Okay, we afraid. Okay, thank you for the question, Ilya. So we afraid that if the baby doesn't get any treatment related to cough or pertussis, we afraid there is going to be impairment of the gas exchange. When that's happened, besides it's going to be inflammation of the respiratory system first. So because of the inflammation of the respiratory system, because our body system, immune system going to be low. So, second question.
What happened to the
Oh,
brain
and then the easy thing when maybe being scientific, mortality. Okay. Thank you for the question. Answer the question. Okay, thank you. So that's all for me. Thank you. This is my reference.